right, hopefully you can see me all okay there. We're going to start with a standing roll down. Okay, so have your feet just nicely about slightly wider than your hips to start with. Okay, we're going to tuck our chin in towards our chest and roll the shoulders forward, and one by one think about articulating through the spine as you slowly come down, drawing in the abdominals. Okay, and let your arms hang free. Okay, just linger there for a little bit. Okay, breathe it out and soften through any tightness. And then what I'm going to get you to do is grab each of your elbows, okay, so that it looks like this. Okay, all right, so just grab your elbows, and I want you to let your head hang heavy. Soften through your neck, just let it go. Breathe it out. And then while you're in this position, a little forward and back rocking, just tiny little rocking forward and back. Still let your head hang freely. Let the neck go. And breathe it out. Okay, now we're going to bring our hands back down towards our feet. Okay, bring your feet a little closer towards each other. Okay, and if you have the flexibility, just reach behind your calves if you want a bit of stretch. Okay, and bring your head more towards your knees. Hold that stretch for me. Breathe it out. And then if you really want to get more of a stretch, bend your knees a little bit, okay? Can you place your fingers just under your heels, side of the heels, okay? Just on the sides, not at the back, not on the inside, but on the side. And then from here, can you now try to straighten your legs, keeping those hands under your heels, and bend the knees. Do 5 of these. 4, 3, 2 more, and last one. Hold this stretch for me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly tuck in the abdominals and roll. Whew. Get some blood flow back to the head now. Okay, hip flexor stretch while I've got you standing. Take one foot behind you. Make sure you get a really good tilt of the hips back. Okay, so hip flexors. Yep, okay. So the tilt of the hip will give you that extra stretch. Now my right leg is back, so I'll take the right arm up and take the left hand to pull that arm across. I really like this stretch. Gives you a lot more bang for your buck. And I really feel that. All right, hold this for a bit for me. Balancing it out. Recheck your tilt every now and again. 10 more seconds. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring yourself back to the start and swap your legs over. Okay, my left foot's going behind. Do that behind here. Tilt your hips under. Left arm up. Right arm pulling it across. Good. Tuck the hip under, recheck. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring yourself out of there, and then we're going to sit onto our mat. Okay, if you do have trouble sitting cross-legged, by all means grab a cushion to sit on. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to get you to do is, can you grab a band? Have we all got a band? Yes. Okay, Nellie, we did this the other day. You're just going to pop it behind. So you might have missed out this bit actually. All right, just pack it, put it behind, sort of where at bra line level, and then cross your strap over just under the breasts. Okay, all right, so it's crossed over like so. Sit tall in lovely posture when you're ready. Now as you breathe out, what I want you to envision is your ribs widening out to your arms, so they're expanding that way, and the band will widen with it. Okay, so let's have a try of a breath in and expand the ribs out, and when they shrink, you'll feel that band give a little, okay, it'll give back. All right, so let's try it again. Sit tall, breathe in. Can you expand the rib cage? And then decrease this space with the breath out. I'm going to turn my back to you so you can get a bit of a visual of what should be happening. So we want to try to breathe less through the chest and more through the whole lungs. All right, so breathing in, breathing out. This can be hard to get the first time round, but you almost kind of want to feel like you're breathing more into the back of your lungs, okay, rather than the front and through the top. And the reason I'm giving this today is because if you saw my post, I was talking about the intercostal muscles. We do have muscles that run between our rib cage. And when you're sitting in poor posture, quite often they get compressed. So we kind of sink into it, push on the diaphragm, yeah? And the other thing that it does is if you are in poor posture, so we're sitting like that, this area here gets sore as well, okay? So, sorry, my phone's just... I can't quite pinpoint. My phone picked up on my voice then. I just might turn that to silent. Okay, all right. Just give me a couple more. I just want to have a check and see how people are going with this one. Good. It's a little hard to see on the screen, unfortunately. Who thinks they got it right? Give me a thumbs up if you think you got that. Yeah? Okay. Oh yeah, everyone. That's pretty good. Okay. And then have a little bit of tension. All right, don't have it too loose. Okay. And I want you to focus on your upper back muscles and the back of your shoulders now. I want you to just pull just to about there. That should be enough tension. If your arms are all the way out here, we don't have enough tension, okay? So shoulders back and down away from the ears. Pull the band out to the sides. Engage the back of your shoulders. Feel what's happening back there and your lats, and then bring it back in. We're going to do 5 of these. Head up and across. Pause. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Give yourself a moment. And again, press out. All right. Good. 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Have a short rest. So I want you to feel the lats at the back here. Yeah, go again. And lucky last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Okay, so you have the option to stay with that one. Otherwise, I'm going to make it slightly harder and take your arms over your head. Okay? So draw those shoulder blades back down away from your ears to your glutes. All right, same concept. Lats now. All right, now I'm just getting that band just a little below my head. Feel the upper back and shoulders lock in, and then rest. Good. And again. pull back down. Feel your scapulars brace. And rest. 3 more to go. If your arms get tired or whatever, just go back to the other ones. Good. And rest. 2 more. Good. So I put these on during the week, I think earlier in the week as well, on, I think it was Instagram. I get confused what I do. But it's a good one to kind of like, just if you're sitting at your stations, there's a 5-minute video on Instagram, just including moves like this, to just help pull everything back and, you know, where it should be. Okay, from here, bring your band around the arches of your feet, okay? And we're going to do some rowing action, okay? So I'll go on a little bit of an angle here. Now, you might have to play with the tension as always. Try maybe 1 or 2. I'm going to go 2, okay? Your knees can be slightly bent or straight depending on your back, okay? And you can always tilt back and add a little core. Staying up here is okay as well. All right, so I'm going to start staying up here first. Hands are together in front, fist down, and then locking those shoulders back and down as you row the elbows out to the side and bring it back in. And again, elbows out and back. Watch that your shoulders don't hitch up as you get to the end range, yeah? Good. All right, so you can stay with staying tall, or you can add a little tilt of your hips, add a little bit of core work, and do the same move. It's up to you. All right, aiming for about 12. Good, so I'd probably say we're about number 6 at least. And 6, shoulders back and down away from the ears. 5, 4, 3, 2, head up, chest lifted. 1, good, sit up, give yourself a little bit of a moment, have a little bit of a break. Now the next one we're going to do is our traditional rows, focusing on the muscles between your shoulder blades. So the ones we do in the studio on the box. I'm going to go back into my tilt, but you can stay tall. All right, and let's go 12 of your rows. Okay, 11, keep your chest proud. 10, 9, getting all into the posture today. 8, 7, 6, 5. This feels good today. 4, 3, hold. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it back in. 2 more, we're going to add the holds. And for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lucky last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it in, sit back up, give yourself a moment. We'll then go into our rotations that we always do. Probably need to take just a little more tension off that now. You can do this still in a straight back or the lean, okay? So in the straight back, I want you to lift that one arm high and pull the other elbow back. Bring it back to your center and alternate, reach the other arm high. So if you focus on that reach, I'm going to go into the tilt now. All right, that's going to give you the best thoracic rotation and the best benefits. All right, so coming up to 5, 6, we're going to take this up to 20, 7, and if you get that lean back, you're going to get a nice little warm up for your abs. Good. Halfway. 10, 9, raise that arm. 6 more. 4 more. Keep that chest up. Good, and last one. Good. Nice work. Just pop that band down in front of you. Stay seated, whichever way you prefer. Take your arms just at the base of your skull. So we're going to do just a little bit of a neck stretch, all right? All I want you to do is feel your palms against the base of your skull, sit tall, and just pull the skin up a little. Just pull up, okay? It's very, very little move, okay? Little pull up of the skin. Stretch your skin up to the ceiling. Now while you're there, can you draw your shoulder blades down and resist that pull? Okay? Good. Then I want you to twist to one side. Draw those shoulder blades down. Rotate. Bring it back in. All right, give yourself a little rest. And then pull it up again. Sit tall, draw those shoulder blades down and take it to the other side. Breathe it out. Good. Then bring it back in and drop your arms down. Okay, so from here, I'm going to get you guys to lie a little more onto the one side. I think everyone can do that. You can do it this stretch standing. It's just the side stretch we're doing. All right, so I'm bringing this arm up, so my left arm up. I'm grabbing my right ankle. I'm going to turn my head to my right and take it across. But if you prefer, you can do this standing, just in a stance. Feel like, so I've got my left arm going across the body, so I'm going to feel like my left hip is resisting and going in the opposite direction. Good. Bring it back and then swap sides. Okay, left hand grabbing left shin, right hand up, turning to my left and taking it across. Oh, there was a crack. Don't know what, but there was one. With a nice little pop. Keep holding for me. And then bring it back in. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a different glute stretch today. Now I realise not everyone has flexibility through their hips. So if you do find this awkward, feel free to lie on our mat and do our traditional glute stretch. For everyone else, okay, what I'm going to get you to do is tuck one foot under, okay, so hopefully you can see that there. So I've got this heel against this glute, okay, and then with the other foot, just bring it forward of the body first, and then I want you, can you take it in front of the other knee there? Okay, all right, good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my hand to grab that knee, so the opposite hand to that knee, the other hand is going to come behind. I want you to sit tall and push through the knee as you rotate your body in the other direction. So I'm turning to my left, but I'm pulling my left knee to the right. Again, if you don't like this one, just lie on your back and do your normal stretch. Good. Then I want you to slowly come into the center. Now, can you take this top leg to tuck back behind? So I've got two knees facing this way. I'm not sure if you can see that, okay? So I've got one foot going that way, one foot going that way, all right? And then what I'm going to do is just lean forward in this pose, all right? I'm just going to lean, and I'm going to feel that through my left still. Okay, so this is more like a sciatic stretch. It's going to get in nice and deep. All right, breathe it out. Good, most of you look like you can do this. Is good. Okay, now you're going to slowly come out of that, and I want you to be aware of what foot is where. So my right leg is what's tucked under. Now I want my left leg. So I have to swap the left leg over. All right, it can get a little bit confusing. My right foot is come forward, but I'm now going to pull it a little more over. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to add my little twist. I'm going to pull that knee. So I'm pulling my right knee to the left as I turn to the right. my tighter side. This is feeling awesome. Because we've got a little bit of glute work coming up. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring it back to the center. We're going to keep this top leg over and pull that foot back. Okay? So one on top of the other, and then lean forward into that. Okay, so now I'm getting more the right side, whereas before I was getting the left. Okay, so just lean forward. The thing you want to feel with this is kind of like you stick your tailbone out and tilt your pelvis forward. Okay, you just hold for me. Almost done. Okay, who walked today? Give me a thumbs up if you walked today or rode. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, well then you're going to like the footwork coming up. All right, let's slowly come out of that stretch. Line your mat, grab your band. Okay, and remember with your footwork, the band has to be over the toe. Okay, so just over the toe, like so. Okay, all right, and then you're going to lie down. Okay, good. Hopefully you can still see my foot in that screen. Okay, you guys all know how to do this though. You've done it plenty. All right, so make sure you've got a bit of pull on that band, and then slowly point the toe. Okay, start small and then flex the foot. And as you warm up, make your move bigger in the end range. Okay, 3. Not too fast. Give the joint time to open. And also the stretch. Good. So if you get a really good point, hopefully you feel that through the top of your foot. And then as you pull back, the calf stretch. Let's go 4 more. 3, 2, last one. And then you'll do your inversion and eversion. So roll the foot in towards your midline from the ankle. Bring it back to the center and roll the foot away towards your shin, which is harder for me. I hardly get any range on that. Okay, so keep going, and I'm just going to show you in the screen what that looks like. So we roll the foot in, which I get pretty good range on. Then I bring it back to the center, and then I've got to try and roll my foot out, which is really hard for me. Okay, good. And quite often you'll find that you will have that really one good side. Okay, good. I'm going to go back to lying down. So do you want to hear a really crappy joke? Okay, let me just remember it. A guy goes to a zoo, and at the zoo there's only one animal. It's a dog. It's a Shih Tzu. Isn't that hilarious? I can laugh at it. All right, one more roll in, roll out. I hope you all got that. You know, like Shih Tzu dog. All right, good. Now keep that band on that foot. So grab the band with the same hand as that leg, and place your opposite hand on top of your hip bone on the opposite hip, and then press into the hip as you lower the leg out. Okay, so I don't want your hip rolling out with the stretch. All right. So my left leg's going out, and I'm pressing on my right hip bone and giving that a good stretch. Relax it. Breathe it out. My daughter would have just cringed at me saying that. Good. We all need a little bit of fun though at the moment. And bring it back in. Nice work, guys. Let's swap the legs over. Make sure that hand is on. All right, and when you're ready, point and flex. Warm it up. Don't go full range to start. You might end up cramping. Not too fast. Coming up to the third one now. Point. Fourth one. Really stretch. Good. 5 more. And just watch your shoulders relax when you're holding the band, guys. Sometimes we kind of tense up. Good. Last 3. Push, push, push through the front stretch. Have your calf stretch and now go into your roll in, roll out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Opposite hand onto that hip bone. So my right hand is holding the right leg up, taking it out now to the side, pressing that hip down to resist, and relax. Breathe it out. So nice to get time just for you. Bring it up a little higher if you want more stretch. Okay, so more towards the head than towards the foot. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to give you 2 options here because this is something not everyone can do. All right, so the option is that you can do a pelvic roll up, which you all know. But if you want to give this a try, you're going to pop your band under both feet. Okay, the easier version is to have your knees bent, maybe wrap your hands around once, okay, and we're going to do a roll down. So a roll down, we're going to end up lying down, and it's about abdominal control, yes, so warming up the abs. Start with your arms out straight, and then draw your belly button towards your spine and tilt the hips for me. The band is just going to help guide you down, but try to rely more on your abdominals, drawing in towards your spine, until your head lands onto the mat. Widen your chest and shoulders, press them into the back of the mat. Good. We're going to reverse that now and bring ourselves back up. Breathing in as your chin goes to your chest. Breathe out now for me as you use your upper abs, middle to lower abs. Start to bend your knees if you want to and bring yourself back up. Okay? It's not the easiest thing to do. All right, the next version would be just to have your legs straight. Same concept. All right, belly button to spine and tilting back the hips. Can you use your tummy all the way down? Widen the chest as you come back down. Good. And then repeat coming up. Breathe in and breathe out as you come up. The breath out is pretty important when you come back up, because the abdominal and the diaphragms all work together. So the breathing out is just going to really help as well. So don't hold your breath. All right, and again, rolling down. Good, we've got 2 more. Okay. Like I said, if you don't like it, just lie on your back and do your little hip raises, pelvic roll-ups. Good. Oh, it's like massaging the spine. Lucky last one. Good. Now I'm going to get you to stay down here. Okay? So bend your knees. Have your feet stay on the band. Okay. So think about your TA connection and pelvic floor. Hug the hips with the lower abdominals. And then pressing the shoulders into the mat. Press both feet out straight. And then bring it back in. Now if your band's too loose, add another wrap around. Okay? Then press out and back in. Good, doing really, really well. Keep the neutral spine and the legs just come back into tabletop. Good. It's a challenge enough, otherwise we can make it really hard and straighten the legs up to start up with, okay? All right, even if you have a slight bend in the knee, that's okay. All right, now you really need to get that connection and lower both legs down. Dig deep, take it down just as much as you can maintain neutral spine, then bring it back up, okay? So after doing these on Tuesday, keep going, guys. This morning I woke up and I'm like, why is my tummy so sore? And I reckon it was these. Okay, good. And again. Good. Couple more. Remember, the bent knee is there. You might alternate. You might do one leg, one option bent, then the next rep straight. Good. These are a challenge. Last one. Good. Bend your knees in. Give yourself a moment. Now I want to go into our frog position. So keep the band on both feet, but have your heels together, toes apart. Okay, like a frog position. If your knee's a bit grumpy today, stick with straight legs. Okay, so press both legs out like we do on the reformer. Squeeze the heels together at the end and bring it back in. And press out and back. The higher you go the legs, the easier. The lower you go, the harder. Try to breathe out as you extend. Breathe in as you come in. Good. Okay, I'm going to go one more and then I'm going to make it a little bit harder. So see what you want to do. The harder version is to start with the straight legs but the heels together, toes apart. Okay, so we're keeping the V as we lower both legs down. Zip up the thighs, feel the glutes at the end and bring it back up. Whenever your feet are turned out, the glutes engage, yeah? So think about those muscles helping to support your pelvis. TA on. Roaring deep. Oh yeah. Good. Can we do 5 more? Good. You're doing so well, guys. If your back starts getting sore, check. Have you got your abdominals on as best as you can? If not, go to a bent knee or stop. 2 more, I think. Good. Lucky last one. Nice work, guys. You can take that band away. My hands were getting over holding that. Keep it close, but now I want you just to hug your knees, give you back a little bit, quick stretch. Okay? All right. So I'm going to turn my back to you so that you can see. You're going to have your hands out a little to the side and your bent knees. Okay. So what I'm going to get you to do is take the knees out to the side. Okay, scooping the belly. Okay, now I want you to focus on using your belly to bring your knees back in, not your hip. Okay, so a little bit of concentration now with this move for me. Good. Take it to the other side. Good. Now scooping that belly. Use the belly button, using that area to bring those legs back and in. I'm going to do 1 more each side. Press the shoulders into the mat as well. Anchor them down, but don't cheat and use your legs and hips. Use your belly to bring it back in. Now you can stay with that one, or what you can do now is take your legs out straight. This is really hard, guys. Take it to the side, scooping that belly. All right, use your obliques now, the side abdominal muscles as well as your belly area, where the belly button is, and alternate. Scoop in the belly. Can you use your abs? Try not to use the legs. And again. Back in. Good. Now you can make it harder by sitting up onto your elbows. So I'll demonstrate that one. So more on my elbows. Okay, it's harder because you're having to stabilize more through the upper body and use your upper abs a bit. All right, we're going to go one more each side. Dig deep. Don't cheat. Use those tummy muscles. Bring it back in. Hug your knees. Have a short rest. All right. Well done if you got through that. Sorry, I had my back to everyone. I couldn't really see everyone. Okay. Now, from here, we're going to do some little ankle taps and get more into your obliques. Okay. So there is a little bit of a lifting of the head here. If you prefer not to do that one, just go back to what we just did. Okay. That's still going to work your obliques. All right, so I'm going to knit the ribs together as I lift my head off the mat and stretch my arms out towards my feet. From here, I'm going to reach my left arm to the left ankle, then alternate. Can I get my right hand on the right ankle? All right, and repeat. 3, 4, keep the curl up. 5, 6, 7, 8, use that rib cage. 9, 10, don't drop the curl up. 10 more to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a short rest. Okay, take your arms out a little to the side. Have your feet slightly wider than your hip. Do some windscreen wipers. Collapse the feet, the knees to one side. Pull it across. Linger back to the center and alternate for me. Okay, do 6 for me all up. Just keep alternating for me, guys. Loosen up that lower back. Good. And just linger longer on any tightest side, okay? When you come back to the center and you're ready to move on, bring your legs into tabletop one at a time. All right. Yeah, looks like we're all just about there. Left hand onto your left knee. Right hand over the top. All right, press the knee into the hand and vice versa as you extend the opposite leg out and back in. Keep doing that for me. 10 reps, guys. 2. Picking up the pace a bit now. 3. Press into those hands. 4. 5. 6. You got your pelvic floor on. 7. 8, 9, 10. I can feel my shoulders working as well. Right hand on right knee, left hand on top. And let's go round 2. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. The more you push, the harder those tummy muscles will engage. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to repeat this, but you can add a curl up if you want to. Give your feet a little bit of a rest if you need. All right, so with the curl up, what happens is you just hold at the top. So left hand on left knee, right hand over the top. All right, so I'm going to curl up, knitting those ribs together again, holding the curl up, and extend out and in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, it's warm enough in here. 4, 3. Don't drop your lift. 2. Lift, lift, lift. 1. Good. Have a short rest. Right hand on right knee. Left hand on top. I'm going to curl up now. And let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You're going to get a rest after these. 3, 2, 1. Please breathe. Never going to come up on all fours. Well done, guys. That was a lot of ab work. Now I'm going to reward you with a little bit of a stretch. Okay. Now, I did forget to say at the start of this, if you do have a lightweight handy, if you've got someone around, say they can get it for you. Otherwise, I'll get you to get this after this stretch. Okay, so onto all fours. Okay, I'm going to actually reach through. This is called threading the needle. So I bring my left hand across, and I'm going to drop my weight into that. Okay, so bums up in the air, left hand, fingers creeping forward. Now what I'm going to get you to do is twist your head and look up towards the ceiling. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, just give you that little extra. Put the weight into that shoulder and feel the stretch. Breathe it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it back in slowly. That felt nice. Right hand reaching through the left. I'm going to rotate, slide that hand on the floor, drop that shoulder into the mat, turn the head, put your weight into it, breathe it out. So really thrilling that through the back of my right scapula, in towards the middle of my spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring yourself slowly back in. Okay, so you don't have to use the weight, but if you do have a weight handy, a light weight, we're going to help this with the glute work. All right, let's see where everyone is. We've had a couple disappear. Oh, yeah, here we go. Good. So with this light weight, stretch out the back leg a little so that you can prop the weight into the crevice of the knee and pull it back in. So I'm gripping this light weight, the back of my knee, okay? Now just holding that there, I'm activating the back of my thigh, all right? Okay, shoulders away from the ears. I'm gonna lift that leg just up to where I can maintain my pelvic stability and then bring it back in. And again, feel the glute connect at the top, all right? It'll be your hamstring to start off with. 3, 4, 5. A little less smooth. You can really get really powerful. 4 more. Don't overextend where the back compresses and arches too much. Keep that pelvis still. All right, last 2, I think. All right, then you're simply going to just swap the leg out. Remember, straighten the leg out a little bit and then draw it back in to grip that into the back of your knee. Okay? All right, everyone ready? Let's go. 10, 9. Feel the back of the leg, the hamstring. 7, 6. Don't let that hip and pelvis move too much. Get that squeeze at the top. All right, I've lost count. I'm going to go 4 more. 3, shoulders away from the ear, head up. 2, 1. Nice work. All right, let's go again. All right, swapping the legs. Okay, but this time we're going to add a little bit of a pulse. If you don't like the pulse, just repeat what we did. All right, let's bring it up to the top here. Squeeze and pulse 5 times for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it in. We're going to do 8 of these. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back in. Good. 3, 2. Lost count then. All right. And again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch that dumbbell does not fall. Grip it there. 3, 2, 1. Good. Couple more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think this is number 8. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, swap it over. Good. And back. All right. Get a good grip. You don't want this dumbbell falling on your toes. Let's go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 sets to go, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Use your belly. 3 sets. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Last for it. 2 rounds. 3, 2, 1. Good. And last one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it in. Well done, guys. All right. Now, can you actually sit back onto your heels to do a child pose out to the side? If you can't sit on your heels, you can still stick your bum out. All right. If you can sit back onto your heels, that's fine. All right. But if you're having troubles with your knees today, just keep the height. All right. So breathe it out. Stretch those fingertips. Good. And then bring it to the center. Reach forward. Creep those fingers through. And now take it to the other side on the angle, yeah. Breathe it out. Oh, this feels nice. Good. All right, bring it back into the center. So we're going to go into some push-ups, some chest work today. Okay, so the easier version is just to stay in your 4-point kneel and kiss the mat, yeah? Sticking the bum up. This is a really easy version, okay? Or a good starting point. The next version is to take the knees away from the body. You might prop your feet up and take it down. Okay, so you want your hands just slightly wider than your shoulders and your elbows going out to the side. Okay, so that's next level stuff. All right, and I'm just going to keep it at that. I don't want to take it up onto the toes. All right. Sometimes when you make a move really hard, lots of other stuff taking over. I want to just focus on your chest muscles. Can you do 4 more? 4, 3, use your glutes as well, just a little. 2, and lucky last 1. All right, give yourself a little bit of a rest, but we're going to grab your band, okay? And we're just going to do 1 set of your rotator cuffs. So elbows by your side, shoulders wide, head up, yeah? Okay. When you're ready, just count roughly 15 to yourself. Palms up, yeah? Good. You don't want your palms or your wrists pulling downwards. They should be nice and straight. So this is about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 5, guys. And then we're going to go back into some chest work. Now you can do the push-ups, or I can give you another alternative. Okay, and I think this is our last one. The other alternative is to have the band at your bra line. Lie back down. Wrap your hands around a couple times. Okay, or if you've got 2 light weights there, you can always do chest push-ups like so. So chest work like so. But just make sure you've got enough tension. No, you don't want to make it too easy. If you're doing this version, I'd do about 12. Everyone who's on the push-ups, maybe 10. Okay, see how you go. Pressing up. And then when you've finished your push-ups, we're going to do our rotator cuff 1 more set, yeah? Good. I'm going to do about 4 more of these. 4, Think of that chest wall squeezing at the top. Last 2. 1. Beautiful. Going to bring it back up into your rotator cuff. Got you moving up and down. All right, that's all good postural stuff. This is the stuff we really need right now. Good. 15 again. 13, head up. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. Oh, feeling them. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Nice work. All right, inner thigh stretch. If you're seated and you can bring your feet together, you're going to prop yourself down like so. Okay, if you can't do this position, you'll end up doing is this one instead. Okay, so you can always choose that version if you prefer. Drop it down. You might even bring it right down, depending. Okay. For me, I kind of get same, whether or not it's up here. Okay, or if it's down low, it's up to you. All right, so just hold that stretch for me. Give it, just give it another 10 seconds or so. I'm preparing you for what's coming up. Okay. All right. So, coming out of that, while I've got you on the mat here, we're just doing a little bit of back extension work. We're going to start off in the crucifix mode. So, the arms are actually going to start out to the sides, shoulder, in line with your shoulders. If you're feeling a bit cranky in your neck and shoulders today, just have them down. All right, we'll do our darts like that. It's the same concept. All right, you know what to do, guys. Draw the shoulder blades down towards your glutes. Keep your chin tucked under. Pull the abs in now. And then let's lift up just a couple inches, yeah? All right, press the pubic bone into the mat. Lift, okay? And then rest. Whenever you come up, still try to keep your ribs, let's go again, kind of keep your ribs tucked under a little bit. Try to keep them still kind of knitting together. And back down. The more the ribs are knitted under, the more back work you're going to get, okay? And when I say that, the middle of the back, yeah? Not your lower back. I don't want that dominating. Good. So just keep repeating, okay? And then I'm going to add one variation if you're up for it. The variation, you're actually going to start with your elbows bent out to the side. You'll lift up into your back extension. Then you're going to reach your hands to tap in the middle above your head, all while keeping your shoulder blades back and down. Bring it back to the start and then rest. And again, bent elbows hovering. Stabilize the shoulder blades and rest. All right, we've got 3 more. Lift up, whatever version you're choosing. Good. How are we all going there? All right, I'm just going to go one more. I always lose count. Up, back, and rest. All right, nice work, guys. I'm going to get you to stand up to finish off. Oh, actually, you know what? Tie your band, or if you've got your loop band. Sorry, guys. I've got time for this. All right, I'm going to use my loop band, but can you tie your band if you have to, just above your knees, yeah? Just above your knees. I'm going to go back to all fours. Sorry, guys. You don't have to use a band if you don't want to either, okay? I'm going to do some fire hydrants, okay? I won't say who, but someone here said they do like the leg work. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to pop this in. Yes, yes, yes. You know who you are. Okay, so you can thank Nikki for this one. All right, when you're ready, get into your 4-point position. Okay, so as the name suggests, fire hydrant. I won't be able to hear you, Nikki, at the moment. I'll unmute you in a sec. Good. All right. So keep repeating. Take it up. 3, 4. Great hip work this. 5, 6, 7, 8. Try to keep that pelvis stable. And last one. Change sides. Bring those shoulder blades back and down. Let's go. 10, 9, 8. Reach out of that hip. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go back to your first side. Now widen your knees out a little bit. Or actually, no, have them together a bit more. And tilt your hips to one side. Okay, so I'm putting more weight into my left leg. And you're going to repeat from there. All right, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So your hips are on that angle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's a killer when you add the lean. All right, so I'm going to lean my body a bit more now to the right as my left leg goes up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are we cooked? No? You want to do one more? All right. We're not going to do 10. I'm going to get you to do 5 of these each. Back in recenter. All right. Now, if you don't like this one, just stick with the version you liked from before. All right, bring your leg up. Now, can you kick the leg out to the side? Bring it back in and down. Why don't we alternate on this, yeah? Because otherwise it's going to be a killer. All right, opposite leg up. Straighten that leg out, back in and down. So when the leg's straightening out, it should kind of be almost at a right angle to your hip, yeah? 3. All right, prop it up, extend out. Hopefully it's going all right with the bands. It's a bit easier when you've got these loop bands, and these material ones tend to work a bit better up. So if that band gets annoying, by all means, just take it off. All right, so what's this? 4 each side. Straighten out. Good, one more on each side. Out, in, back. Last one. Out, in, back. Well done. All right,